My very first job in Los Angeles, oh man, I'm getting sad just thinking about it. I arrived here in Los Angeles after graduating from college, and I wanted to be a writer really bad, but I didn't know how you went about it, so like the naive fool I was, I looked in the LA Times in the classified section under wanted writer, and there was an ad. It said wanted writer / chauffeur, and I called up and I got the job. I was a writer chauffeur. During the day, I would drive this 88-year-old retired movie director around, and he will go nameless, says nobody you've ever heard of. It was not John Ford or Orson Welles or anybody like that. This guy did little westerns with midgets, you know. Anyway, so I would ghost write his autobiography in the evening and drive him around during the day. Bad job. The reason it was so bad is because the guy was getting senile, and he would say, "Oh, look, there's Clark Gable's house." And I'd make a note of that to put in his autobiography, and then the next day he'd go by the same house and go, "Ah, Laurel and Hardy's house," you know. So it was, it was not good. It's the easiest gig in the world. You can have your hair up in curlers. You can just have had a nose job. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to look at you because you're just standing in front of a microphone.
Oh, Dad! Did you check behind the lawnmower, behind the garbage can, behind the Flanders? Bart!
Bart! See, she's a a young woman with this strange little boy inside of her. In fact, in the early days of The Simpsons, he used to go around to malls, and kids, were talking about The Simpsons day and night back then, and whenever she'd overhear them, she'd go into the Bart voice, and they'd jump out of their skins. I think that the nuclear power industry is not too fond of The Simpsons, but the people who actually work in nuclear power plants are. We visited a nuclear power plant 2 years after getting the show on the air just to check it out, and it turns out we're exactly right, There are guys with feet up on the desk.